Meet Emily on a dream trip through Europe with her friends. From the majestic Eiffel Tower in Paris to the historic streets of Rome, every moment is magical. But disaster strikes. Emily drops her phone, thinking she's lost all her precious photos and videos. Panic sets in. Then she remembers GotBackup. Every memory is safely stored in the cloud. Emily gets a new phone, logs into GotBackup, and there they are. Every photo, every video, every memory perfectly intact. Thanks to GotBackup, Emily's adventure is truly unforgettable.
I was falling asleep at the wheel here, looking at the video. I love this video because it's a real representation of what happens. My computer is so full at the moment, and realizing, what, all my stuff is on the cloud, and here I am deleting all these files now so my computer can actually run normally. So folks, again, welcome to this session of our presentation this morning. We have an opportunity we want to share with you we're very, very excited about. And the reason for that is because we're moving in right into the future. We'll be able to tap into AI, which I know everybody hears about. So a lot of exciting things. So we want to talk to you about a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of a growing trend with the cloud technology. And we want to share that with you. Before we begin, Tammy, well, first of all, let's welcome Bakshir from Bangladesh. Great to see you here. We have MC from Texas. Welcome. We have Fulera. Welcome from Belgium. Great to see you here. And Yonam from Accra, Ghana. Welcome. Great to see you guys here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Tammy, let's begin with how did we get introduced to GotBackup?
Yeah, it's always exciting to see that global presence. I mean, we've got friends all over the world. I absolutely love it. Not only are we business partners, but we're also friends. And the great thing is, anytime you're ever traveling, you get to meet each other in person. So, yeah, Chris and I, we've been in the network marketing profession for 25 plus years, built very successful organizations worldwide, and absolutely love it. We love what it does for people in terms of learning skills, building a community, and we love the fact that we're able to help people make money. More than anything, I think that's got to be the biggest thing, because when people have more money, they have more opportunities in life to do what they choose to do. And so GotBackup is the owner of GotBackup. Chris and I have been friends for many, many years, 25 plus years, watched the kids grow up and all that stuff. And he went into the digital world, online business, and we were always in a product-based traveling the world. So totally different concept, right? And he contacted Chris and I about 2.5 years ago, and they had just launched the company. I think a month they were already in, and they already had 34 international markets under their belt. And he said, guys, I really love for you guys to look at this, because I really think that this could be something that could be huge. And so we said, sure, we'll have a look at it. And of course, everything that we saw, you're going to see. And we said, oh my gosh, this is huge. We have to be part of this. So we got started. We started building international, and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of new friends we've built in different international markets, and lots of people making really good money with GotBackup.
I totally agree. And the fact here, folks, is GotBackup is an opportunity that it could really impact your life. One is the price point is very attractive. We'll cover that in a minute. But also, you're dealing with an opportunity that can really impact your entire family. And again, we are the only company that deals with this kind of service that provides an income opportunity through the network marketing channel, which is absolutely massive. My question to you is, why are you here? You're probably here because you're looking for something to subsidize your income. And this is exactly what Tammy and I have done. In fact, decades ago, we decided to be part of network marketing, which has completely changed our lives. And today, again, it's not to brag. I want to impress upon you that this income came from this industry. We have a beautiful waterfront property in Toronto, Canada. We have a beautiful waterfront property in Daytona Beach, Florida. We have the toys. We have the Tesla Model X. We have the Porsche in Florida. We have all of these things. Again, it's not to brag about the money, folks. The fact is the money came from this industry. And many of you know us, you've followed us for years. You understand that we're not just making that up. That is absolutely real. My question to you is, why are you here? But let's determine that, because the fact is, people that tends to have a goal and that provide that have a sense of direction as to what they want to achieve in life tend to be a lot further than most people that do not have a clue where they're going. So it's time to turn your dreams into reality, because you deserve it. So you can live your life in your own terms. This is exactly what we're talking about here today.
Yeah, there's nothing like breaking free from a system, jobs. There's nothing like it. I know I used to be in a traditional business, and it's a lot of work. When you have a storefront, there's a lot behind it, but this is so much easier. And you really need a phone and just to be able to connect with people. It's such a simple business, such a low cost to be in business. And our goal is always, always about helping people.
That's an understatement.
We've done it for many, many, many years.
we even wrote a book on it, which you see here back there. That is in 2018, which I believe was released in 2019 or 18. I forgot the exact date. We wrote a book on the financial freedom, and we're using some examples and some philosophy from John C. Maxwell and Eric Worre and Anthony Robbins and the other one, Tammy here, Jim Rohn. We grew up with these guys, and today we've done extremely well. A little bit about the company here, folks. The company began in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec, and they are located in Texas, USA. When we first met Joel, that was back in the early 2000s. I was using a server to be able to host my very first website. And that was produced with WordPress. You may be familiar with this or not. If not, don't worry about it. The point is, he was telling me that they were moving in the US at the time. And I said, oh, why is that? Am I going to have to change providers? He says, no, not at all. It's going to be the same for you. We're just moving to a different location. And because the fiber optic that is in where we are in Canada cannot support the growth that people are demanding. That's how fast they grew. Now they're in a 10,000 square feet data center. So instead of me continuing about this, let's watch a quick video to get a feel for what's going on behind the scene from the owner of the company. Let's listen to them.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room, so the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very...
So
yeah,
you
we
hear
were
from
there
Joe-
last year, remember? Or it was actually this year, Chris, in March that we were there. And they even have an extension because they're growing so fast. They have another extension behind the wall. They have another area where they have all new server rooms too. So it's really, really growing.
Yes, absolutely. So that was a small segment for you to get to see what's going on behind the scene. Even though you've seen that, folks, a few times, it's really good to absorb that information because these are points that you can cover as you're sharing this wonderful information with folks. So back to the presentation here, folks. There are 2 trends we want to cover here. And it's very important to understand the importance of trends. Investors, the millionaires of our time, folks, they don't invest in typewriters and DVDs and cassette players. You understand? This is the old technology. And a lot of time that's what people do. Maybe that seems to be ridiculous in the examples I'm giving you, but that's what's going on. And the trends I'm going to share with you right now are very important because these are indicators as to where the world is going and where should you invest time and money. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah. And you can see trend number 1, there's over 15 billion devices in the world today. And what are we all doing? We're always on them. We're filling them up. We're living in a paperless world. And it's such an easy trend to develop because everybody's using devices. So we got excited when we saw this.
Absolutely. And to back Tammy up, if you look at the numbers don't lie. By the way, these numbers came from a ChatGPT prompt asking it to give me an update on the percentage in global mobile traffic from 2011 to 2025. In the past, you've seen some that we presented before. You notice the numbers are the same when it comes to 2012 to 2024, 2020 to 2024, but it keeps growing, folks, and it's growing leaps and bounds. Now, what's going on here? This is an important slide because this is irrelevant to the income generated by the cloud storage industry. So you're looking at $90 billion in revenue in 2022, and they're predicting close to $500 billion. I think it'll be more than that because everything is cloud driven now by the 2030. Again, these are indicators. Here's another one that I think is quite obvious.
Yeah, cell phone addiction. We were just talking about that, and at the end of the day, we use our devices for everything. Doesn't matter what's out there. Everything can be accessible. Anything that you're looking for, it's on your device, and that's why this is going to be such a huge boom in the next 2 to 5 years.
I totally agree. The downside of this, folks, is everything is digital. So that means everything sits in this device here. Mm-hmm. And if your device, God forbid, gets stolen, as you can see here, 45% of cell phone accidentally damaged or lost their cell phone, then their data is gone with it. 5,700 screens cracked every hour, laptops, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. Folks, you can't go back in time and recreate your daughter's wedding pictures that you took at the time or your baby's first time walking. You understand what I'm saying? These are moments that you will never get back, but being backed up will actually save you an enormous amount of challenges. Now, the thing is, Have you ever went through something like this? Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, I just want to share something because, every week there's always something new. Well, I was connecting with one of my cousins. I hadn't talked to him in quite a while. He's our parents, our dads, our brothers. And my dad passed away, and I was searching for some pictures of them when they were younger. So I contacted him, and he got a hold of his dad, and they had a fire, and they lost most of those memories. So I can't have access to those memories of my dad when he was a child. So it doesn't hit home until you experience this, and then it's too late, right? So I was telling him about backup and how important it is for him to have it for his future kids and grandkids, because he's got grandkids too. So it's so important, and you don't realize it until you start losing things. And you can see here, Chris was just showing everybody's filling up their devices, and GotBackup has the only solution out there that has so much value. And that's what we're going to share with you today.
Yeah. And the second trend here, folks, is making more money. 42% of Americans have side businesses, 62% of Gen Z. These are our children. So my generation, Tammy's generation, these are our kids. Okay. They are looking for extra stream of income, especially today's economy, the way things are with a lot of time youngsters, the jobs don't pay enough to be able to sustain the lifestyle that is required, even just to afford the grocery food. So people are looking for different options to make money. It's a really good time right now to offer a service like this, an opportunity like this. And when you think about what the rest of the world needs, right? So you can leverage from these global trend with GotBackup. So let's start about our product now, Tammy. Let's introduce this to the folks.
Yeah, so this is something that was recently launched, and we always get excited when we talk about the Pro package because it's everything you need to build a business faster, to generate more leads, and to be able to do business online without having to constantly contact people, call people, text people. It's a great system. I love it. I love what Joel's going to be launching at the beginning of January. And so if you're interested, if you're evaluating right now, the Pro package is the way to go for sure.
I highly recommend it because the next step would be social media, which will be included with the Pro package.
Yeah. So here, the family package, this is what we got really excited about when we first started. And that's all they had was the family pack, is 6 terabytes of data storage. And if any of you are dealing with any of the other companies, you're dealing with 2 terabytes for $10 a month. Here you get 6, 3 times more storage. It is huge for $10. Plus, here's the bonuses, you guys. Well, it's unlimited devices. Plus, you get on your account, you can add 5 additional sub accounts, and you can decide how much data you want to share with them. And each one of them has their own account, so you don't have access to see any of it. So if you have your children, they can have their own. And it's the only, Chris mentioned it early on. I mean, we are the trend. It's the only network marketing company out there that offers data storage. So timing, you guys, in every area couldn't be better.
I totally agree, Tammy. And here's the other packages that are in a current GotBackup Pro system, which the numbers that you see here are not the numbers you're going to pay. These are the market value for something like VTuber, which is like a YouTube channel where you can upload all your videos and then you can share them in your social media. You can create courses with them and so forth. Testimonial generator, folks. Social credibility is so important, especially in the social media environment today. So if you're working with a team or a group of people, you can generate a link that you can pass on to your team or anybody that cares about you enough to share a testimony for you. Memory place, especially the holidays coming in, Christmas coming in around the corner, well, you can actually have these moments where you can have your kids, your grandkids, your parents, your grandparents, whoever has a cell phone can actually share their pictures just by scanning your QR code or just by clicking the link you'll provide. And then you can share this with everyone and everybody can download all of those pictures. Really awesome. You know, email marketing is such an important tool The fact is, your list is your lifeline. This is very important. And for a very affordable price, you can have, which today is very expensive, to have a functioning email list campaign that you can use to connect with your people. Really important. And the last one is the funnel page builder. Really, the reason why I like this one is because GotBackup provides to you some pages. We call them capture pages that will acquire a name and a phone number or an email. My point is, you can change that in different languages. You can have a different video that you would like to point to. You could actually point it to an email marketing that could follow up once they put their name in their emails, and you can decide which language the email you want it to be. So that funnel page builder gives you the flexibility to do all of this. And over and above that, each of those tools come in with a capture page. So that means that it's all done for you. You don't have to go and figure this out and pay a lot of money for third-party company to create some different kind of funnels. This is a whole story on its own. The point is, you have all that embedded, included with your $20 a month if you use the Pro, or your $10 a month if you use the family pack. So you have an autopilot system where you will not lose any leads if anybody likes what you have to offer. And now what's really important here, folks, is we're going to get into the side that people are actually making money with GotBackup. Let me share with you an example. Now, at the moment, Tammy and I are the only blue diamond with GotBackup, and we need a whole lot more than that, because I'm aiming for black diamond, and I want people to come along with us. And here's some of the examples here. We have some diamonds in France, in the USA, in Ghana. We have a double diamond in Ghana, and I'm looking for to have many more double diamonds as we move forward over here. And now we have some diamonds in different parts of the country. And folks, there's a lot more than that. These are the ones that were just given to me when I asked him to do the company to update the PowerPoint. But there's a lot more than that. We have also many rubies. That's our most recent ruby, and in Ghana. Mr. Godfred and Bernice, a nice couple from Ghana. And we have Enyonam, who's an incredible leader from Accra, Ghana, who's an Emerald associate with GotBackup. And we have also Calvin, who reached a sapphire when he went to the Republic of Congo, and he did a presentation there, and he does that on a regular basis to build his business. Really, really awesome. So, Tammy, let's now cover how do we earn with GotBackup? Just let's focus on the first three.
Yeah, for sure. And you just said it. So it's the first three that we're going to focus on. We got the bonuses that take place every single time you start building your foundation, and you duplicate that. That's when you start going up and into the other bonuses, which Chris is going to share with you in a bit. Okay, so family plan. So if you send your link to somebody and they click on and they decide they want to pay for monthly or yearly for the family plan, you're going to get commissions based on that. So 200% upfront for the $10. I'm just rounding it off, and you get 50% up front for the $100. And when you go yearly, you save a couple months of payments, and then you get 25% for customers ongoing. If they decide to be a customer, and I'll do some examples after. So the Pro plan, which is the new plan, if you sign somebody up, they go to your link and they decide to go Pro, you're going to get $200 up front. And the person who brought you in is going to get 50. The person that they brought in, that brought them in, is going to get 50. And the reason they do that, and I really admire that he's doing that, because we all know that when we sign people up in the business, we got to get them started right. So we got to, show them the ropes and show them where to access stuff and get their links and show them how to get their first signups. So you also get rewarded by helping your team members. And I love it. And so here's a breakdown example of if you had 20 people. You had 20 new people that decided they want to do the family plan and they're doing the yearly, you're going to get $1,000. And I don't know about you, but $1,000 extra, US dollars extra this time of year excites a lot of people. And then, of course, if you had customers, you get 25% ongoing. So you'd make an extra $50 every single month ongoing. Every single month. That pays a nice little bill. And then a Pro plan, if you get 20 people that want to just run with this, $200 per person, you're looking at $4,000 in commission. And if they decide they want to just be customers, then you would get 100% or $100 every single month for them.
I don't know about you
to
here, folks. Does that excite you? $4,000 that you can have with the Pro plan? Folks, again, of course, I'm aiming high. It's always been me. But the point here, folks, is that there's a lot of different ways people can start and they can always upgrade. What I want to share with you, something that even gets better. This is the compounding impact of building your business. And just by doing what Tammy was sharing with you by introducing people to the company. There is what we call the cycle earning. Let me briefly explain to you what that means. First of all, there's only two teams. There's a one side or two side. Doesn't mean that you're limited to bring two people. You can bring 1,000, but understand that it can only go on the right or on the left. That's how this works. That's why you see an indirect here on your right side. It's because someone above you happens to be sharing the same leg as you. As you can see, the direct, that means someone you brought in personally, is underneath indirect. He benefits from that as you benefit from him, and so forth. So where it becomes attractive is the cycle earning. There's two tier 1, tier 2. And these tier will determine, will be determined based on your rank. I'll come back to that in a minute. Number one is you need to be active. That means that you're paying your $10 a month or your $20 a month for the Pro package. Number two is you enrolled two partners, one on the left team, one on the right team. Either they're paying $10 a month or $20 a month if you want the Pro. Okay, the one on the right, one on the left. When this is done, you've accomplished step 2. Step 3, to earn, the system requires 6 people in a ratio of 4-2. So that means 4 on the left, 2 on your right. Now, where these people come from, it could be you bringing 6, or you could have brought your 2 from these 2 expanded to 6, or it could also be added on with someone that's above you that was placed underneath you because they're building their business. That also count. That could be part of your 6. When their system sees that, you have one cycle. What's the value of a cycle? It's based on the company's profitability this month. And it's also based on your rank, as I mentioned earlier, if you're tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 2, so far you make about 3 times what tier 1 earns, which is absolutely awesome. My question to you, and feel free to put that in the chat, is how many cycles do you want? Just put it in there. Because remember, what you think about expands. Now, I want to get something that's even better. This is what we fall into a leadership mode, because as you introduce people to GotBackup, like Tammy explained to you, if you bring 20 people, let's say that came with the Pro, that's a $4,000 check. Okay, you want to have more of that? Well, if you help them grow their business by making sure they understand exactly what I'm explaining to you, by sending them this video, for example, and they start doing the work. Now, as you start earning cycle bonus that I was explaining to you a moment ago, you earn 25% from what they earn, the company sends to you. A match. They don't give you anything. They keep all their money, but the company will match an income based on what they've earned. So that would be 20 times. Do you understand the potential here? What if you turn around and you become an emerald or a ruby? These are the maximum you can earn based on the growth of their team. Look at the black diamond. This is per person. Do you understand the potential? And again, just to bring this into perspective, you know Dropbox, who has about 700 million users, let's say 35% are active that are paying members. Do you realize how many millions of dollars that is? It's in the billions. Now, how much do you think that will be available if they would be associated with a compensation plan like ours? Do you understand what's going on here? That is the future. And there's 4 other bonuses that will be stacked up over and above all of that, folks. There is more money that you can handle. The point is you need to do the work by introducing this information to the general public. Now, Tammy, let's show the folks here, without doing a training, exactly what do they need to focus on to build the kind of business we're talking about.
Yeah, it's super simple, you guys. And everything here is system driven. You're not holding people's hands. We have a system in place, and everybody has access to it. And so you get signed up, and then you send your links out. 2 people decide to sign up, 1 left, 1 right. Chris showed you that. When you have a left and a right, you're now a copper member. Chris will share that after in the graph. And then you go and get a couple more people and you duplicate that. Whether you're talking to people, if you're a social butterfly like I am, you're going to go out and meet people and connect. If you're not, Chris is more of an introvert, and he likes to stay at home and do everything online. So everybody has a different personality type, and you can do both. And the key is to show people how to do it, so you can have duplication in your team.
So this is what you need to focus on.
Mhm.
Now, how do we get started with GotBackup? It is $20 a year. Folks, you tell me a business that costs you $20 a year. It doesn't exist. Now, as a pro member, the $20 is included in the $499.97. So you pay that and you're good for 12 months with all the bells and whistles and everything it has to offer. Okay. And then the next year after that, you're simply going to be paying $19.97 a month. Or if you pay for the entire year, it's going to be $197 a month. A year. And then you basically have 2 months for free. Just like the family pack, you could start with the $9.97 for the year, okay? Which again, you save 2 months. Or you can start to pay your $20 and your $10 a month. With your first month will be about $30 or so, and then from there you're all set and ready to go. Okay, so at this point here, folks, make a decision and let's get started, folks. This is absolutely amazing. How many countries are we in today, Tammy?
162. So it keeps growing, you guys. And the best part is a lot of people, when they have business, they have traditional business. Maybe online now, people will tap into some countries, but with digital, you're limitless, really. You can tap anywhere because everything is on your device and digital. So it's great.
Totally.
And you make money while you sleep. I always have to add that one in because I love sleeping.
I absolutely agree. I love that too. And folks, recognizing achievement is so important. Babies cry for it, adults die for it, but also it compensates you because as a bronze, you brought one person. The system recognizes that. As a copper, this is what Tammy talked about. You bring two people, one on the left, one on the right. This is your model. That is what you want to duplicate. Because the moment you duplicate that, you move up to a silver. Okay? The moment someone in your team become copper that you have personally enrolled, or they came from someone you personally enrolled, you become a silver. You become a gold one. Now you start taking a more serious approach to your business. You brought in 5 people into your team, and 3 out of those brought 2 people. That means they're copper. Okay. As a platinum, now you're starting to play with the big boys. As a platinum, you bought 1 more copper. Remember, a copper paid $10 a month plus the $20. So it's not really expensive to get someone started. But the fact is, this is the business model of duplication that will get you all the way to Black Diamond if everybody duplicates that. Okay. Now, as a Sapphire, you got 5 people. But one thing I do want to mention that became copper is when you become a platinum, sapphire, and emerald, all 3 ranks, it recognized that you need to have brought in at least 10 people. So the moment you brought 10 people, okay, and you have your 4 copper qualified from your personal enrollment, you're a platinum. Remember, you're moving from tier 1 to tier 2. So far, it's been almost 3 times the amount of tier 1. As a sapphire, now you're adding another income stream, which is your matching cycle. Every single person you bring in, whatever they earn in cycles, you earn 25% of that. As an emerald, now you earn 50% of that. So do you understand that the potential is absolutely massive all the way up to Black Diamond? So I wanted to pass this on along to you. So as we end this presentation, Tammy, here, let's talk briefly about the support people get.
Yeah, so you have your personalized referral link, you have your landing page, you have your email marketing system that's built in for you to build out. You can even purchase emails done for you, and Joel is the guru online. So we've always purchased the emails and we just personalize them. Marketing tools are there in different languages. You've got regular online presentations. Today every Friday we do presentations on our YouTube channel, but we also do them on the company YouTube channel, which is Global Virtual Opportunities. That's the parent company of GotBackup. And so we do presentations Wednesday night, 8 p.m. there. There's leaders around the world, like Enyonem's on this session today. They're doing presentations in their own market, live and online. Different languages around the world. It's all there. Everything's available for you to tap into. And then, of course, there's trainings, which is extremely important. Every single Saturday, 10 a.m., there is trainings, except for through the holidays. Tomorrow will be our last training until the new year. So you want to show up. We're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about reflection and what to do through the holidays to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely, folks. And this Saturday, you don't want to miss that. We're going to be doing a goal-oriented session. Tammy will be leading this on Saturday. You don't want to miss that. The emails, and if you're part of a Telegram group, you'll receive a notification on that. If you're part of the board app, you'll also receive a notification on that. We do make sure, we do our dear best to make sure you're aware of everything we do. At the end of the day, folks, here we have a product that everyone needs and a business that everyone can afford. That's what we have here, folks. And for those of you that maybe are here for the very first time, I'd love to give you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like when you become a member. When you're a member here, you can see you have your rank, you got your support if you have any challenges or questions. Over here, you have all the tools in reference to, for example, the GotBackup, the testimonial generator, the memory place that I talked about, the autoresponder, that's the email campaign company program that we talked about, the videos, that's the VDuber we were talking about. And the lead capture, this is the tool that helps you interact with all the leads that comes from the capture pages and all of these. And of course, you got the custom funnel builder, which you will actually click on this particular business over this link over here, and then you'll be able to edit any of the custom pages in here to kind of twist things in a way that maybe you would like to have it done. Again, it's absolutely on. Then you got all your businesses over here. If I go to GotBackup to give you an idea, what's very important as someone gets started, very, very important, is to have the tools installed into your computer to make sure that the software is actually running on a regular basis. Okay. And the other thing that's also very important is all of the links that are available into the back office. Okay. Very, very, very important. Usually I do that ahead of time because sometimes the internet is a little bit slow, and for some reason it's just stalling a little bit. Okay. So I'll come back to that when it's up. So the other thing that's really, really important here is that you also have access to all of your businesses over here. So you have your commissions, your payment options. No, Bakshi, you were asking, how do you connect that to your bank account? The answer is commission payment option. And I do select, you select pay quicker, a lot better, a lot more effective. You can check your commissions over here. You can check your downline and everything else. You can check the people you're personally enrolled. Okay. So for some reason, it's just taking a sweet time. Not sure for what reason, but it is what it is for today. And there's not much I can do about this at the moment. Okay. So from there, what's very important that you install the software ahead of time. Really, really, really important to make sure that the computer backs up. Once it's installed, you click one button to back it up. Boom, it takes everything on the cloud. And to give you an idea of how this works, okay, GBU, okay. So if I go to my cloud over here, these are my 3 computers that are backed up, okay. And very cool is you can also isolate, for example, the your mobile devices. Okay, so if I click here, you can see here I have my cell phone in here. The reason it's taking a few more seconds is because this is ChatGPT browser, which it's loading everything for the first time. So that's why it's taking a bit more time. But you can see here that I have all the different dates, a chronological order, because that's what I chose to do. If I go back to 2025 over here, I have every single month's that are available over here. Again, it's reading this for the very first time, so it takes a few seconds and to show them over here. If I go back here to what I was sharing you earlier, this is the software that you want to install. Okay, very, very important. You install for Windows or you install for the Mac. Okay, if you happen to be using a mobile device, now you don't need to go into your back office over here. You can just go to the Google Play Store over here or in the App Store, and from that point on, you just install the app on your phone. You search for GotBackup. Once the GotBackup app is installed, you don't even have to be a member to download the app, but you do have to be a member to log into your account. Okay. Once it's there, it's all set and ready to go. And then from there, it starts backing up automatically, because the first time there's going to be lots of files to upload. You can actually, I suggest you watch the video just to see the protocol that's involved over here, which is very, very important. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show you is these are all the websites that are available for you to build your business. You can see this is one of the very first one when I first started, but things has evolved since then. This is someone who wants to get more information. Personally, instead of this one, I would use this one on the bottom right. Someone who's very skeptical about network marketing, this is a good one to use over here. You're doing some, for example, Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever. These two links here are really good. Okay. If you're using, let's say someone wants to try it for 7 days for free, they want to download the software, download the app and get everything started, you can click here. And what happens is this is leading with the products and there's no business information here. And this here, you have the business opportunity. Okay. So it's as simple as all that. Okay. And so where was I here? So over here, you can see like from January to December, all the months are here, all my pictures, videos in there. This will basically back up only your pictures and all of your videos. It won't back up your phone settings and things like that. Okay. That's why Apple offers a free amount of space to download your phone settings. But the heavy lifting, you simply do that with GotBackup. Nice and easy. Okay, so from there, folks, this is what it is. Everything is in here, and often we have some cash promotions. They're always listed over here. I think it's down. Let's see here, cash promote, cash here. No, for some reason I'm not seeing it right now. It's probably somewhere else in marketplace. Anyway, it's probably because there's no cash promotion at the moment. That's why it's not here. And one thing I do recommend is connect to the Facebook page. Okay, this is really important because you'll be able to start providing information over here. The reason why it's not joined is because I'm not logged in with this browser. That's why it's taking a little bit.
You need to be a member to be part of that.
You do have to be a member to be part of that. But the reason I'm sharing all of this, folks, is that there's a lot of information to help you to stay connected. You're not by yourself if you choose to become a member with us at GotBackup. So Tammy, let's end this up. And Merry Christmas, folks, if you're celebrating Christmas. If not, happy holidays. If you take some time for yourself and family. As you know, the North Americans, we're all going to be in vacation for an entire week and then some, because Christmas happens to be on the Wednesday, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Eve happens to be on the Wednesday. So when it's in the middle of the week that way, it tends to mess things up a little bit. So it's kind of a longer almost 2 weeks vacation in between a bit of work here and there. So back to you, Tam.
Take the time to really enjoy the fruits of your labor. You guys worked hard all year long, I'm very sure. and take the time with your families, really enjoy that. And I know we're going to be doing some traveling to visit our
family.
Well, Chris's mom, we're going to see
the whole family.
The
whole family.
Let's kids. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
So everybody have yourself a wonderful time. We really enjoyed presenting and with you in 2025. We look forward to 2026. Yes. Lots of new stuff are coming in. Folks, you're going to love the automation with social media, because that is going to be a no-brainer. It's going to be a game changer for anybody, especially if you're a bit of an introvert, you don't speak good English or whatever. You may enjoy this because it will be able to help you build your business, but you do have to be a pro member. Okay. So have yourself a wonderful rest of your week, and please drive safe and don't drink and drive. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Have a great holiday.